start of many, okay? We in the juice corner, you dig? I got my boy. You know, I got my player partner, Mr. Trapp Sinatra.
Yeah, you gotta stay consistent. Yeah. Keep it 100 when you talk to a people.
So, where I'm definitely fucking with you, the way you definitely improve on your music. But I want to start on actually where I put it like this, bro. When did you feel like? Because like I said, I mean, since high school you've been on the rap.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, what made you want to start rapping? And I know just generic. I don't want to be too generic, but you know, what made you want to be like, okay, I know, I want motherfuckers to hear what I got to say.
I mean, basically just listening to, you know, artists growing up and just seeing what their message was, and sometimes I could relate to them, even though I was young. Maybe they was talking about something I could relate to. Mm-hmm. So if they could do it, I could do it. You know, like they were getting their message out. So that's what I want to do as I grow older and, you know, keep getting this knowledge. So that's what, as I got older, you know, that's why it kept changing. You know, and it's part of growth. So.
Okay. So basically, you hearing other artists, and you talk about other artists. So I guess another question I want to say, what artists, and I mean I might know you that you might say in the time, but you know, but what artists would you say that you heard inspired you to be like, okay, I need to go ahead and
mostly. Basically, Master P on the business wise, because Master P, he basically did it, you know, basically from the ground up. And that's how you basically want it. Like, you see your vision, you visualize how you want it. And you're not going to go to the labels because they, 9 times out of 10, they're going to change what you got. So, you know, you're going to start from the people that's with you at the bottom. And I feel the same way, you know. So let's go ahead and do it that way, because nobody can tell you nothing when you running your own show.
That's a fact.
So I look at those type of people like Jay-Z, I look at like Hov and Master P, and I even look at like Currensy and Freddie Gibbs. They might not be up there like financially wise, but they still independent. You know, they still can make their own decisions at the end of the day.
Okay. And I would say, and that's all commendable as fuck, because we see artists nowadays, and I feel like we got the luxury of going and seeing motherfuckers that did this part and what's happened, you know, going to the big labels, or motherfuckers that stayed independent, like the people that you know, stated. But shit, bro. Let me what I was gonna say is with the whole business aspect, when did you realize that? Because I'm pretty sure starting off, like, you just like anything, you know, you're not as well knowledge because you're just starting off.
Fair.
But I would say, what made you realize or get into that mindset of being on the independent grind? Has it always been like that since you started? Like, since you started making music? Or like, was it like at a point where you were like, oh, I'm gonna do this, maybe if I get signed, I get signed, you know, if I get a deal, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. I mean,
or has it always been like, nah, I'm on some fucking ground level shit, we on independent, we'll start the shit from the fucking corner, bro?
Nah, I mean, I think everybody dip and dab, you know, with labels just to test it out to see how it is, because, I mean, doing independent, you know, it's kind of difficult. So major labels is a big help, but at the same time, it can change you. It can change your craft. So staying independent is more beneficial, even though it takes more time. And that's just, that type of mindset just come from me every day, just as a person, like, just as a hustler, like, you know, going to get it. So that's my mindset when they apply to the music business. And you know, my close friend and my manager, you know, on that type of side, he teaching me the game so that, you know, he put his time into what I got going on, so that, you know, this is serious. So I need to step it up too. So that's how I feel, you feel what I'm saying? So we can't be wasting no time with this. You know, you just gotta keep going forward, bro.
Word.
So when you independent and you thinking like that, you're not really thinking about no major label. Because when I'm thinking about major label, I'm thinking of, oh, I need a handout. But I don't want no, you know, it could be helpful, but I'm not thinking about a handout. I'm thinking about building this craft. You feel me? I'm thinking about building this foundation.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody in the juice is talented in different corners. So when we build this foundation together, that's why it's called Juice Way Production, the Juice Way.
Yeah.
Because you gonna find your type of way, wherever it's in the juice, you gonna find a different selection of the juice. So I think independent would be the best for us because there's too many crafts and too many visions for the labels to change. Because one go, everybody gonna go.
I definitely agree with everything you said.
For sure.
And what I was thinking here, what I noticed about you, bro, is, and I know, you know, just looking from the outside, you even with your music, like even when you are creating your music, you putting your music out, I don't notice you with a lot of, I don't see you with a lot of other artists.
Mm-hmm.
And is that just on some, like, what is your mindset, I guess, as far as that goes right now, and why you, I mean, is it that you just don't necessarily are not looking for features right now? Because that, I mean, if that's the case, then, you know, I get that completely. I just want to understand, like, the mindset. Is it just on some, like, the way your creative mind is working right now, it's best to be solo, or, you know, where you at?
I mean, right now, I'm just, I'm always looking forward to working with people right now. I'm just trying to find myself first because you're always testing the waters in different crafts. You always want to be diverse.
Yeah.
You want to have different flavors of the juice. So,
Most definitely.
you know, when I want to bring to the table, I want to make sure I bring something good. You know, so if I'm working on something that might be, you know, a test stage, you know, I don't want to be in that mindset and then go to my homie and drop a track and he might be like, what the fuck you did? Because I'm over here experimenting on something else. But if I'm in, you know, my okie dokie craft, you know, I go and hit my 1-2. I don't mind going over there and hit that for bro. I got tapes with homies, you feel me? We ain't even dropped this like 3-4 years, bro. Like, talking like 15 tracks. We just ain't dropped because he working on his stuff, I'm working on my stuff. And it's like, it's a couple, you know, a couple artists in the field I got tracks and stuff with, but, you know, we just building our own foundation. But it'll get there, for sure. It's all love.
Most definitely. Yeah. Okay. Good. And I guess, okay, so with, cause I'm gonna tell you now, me, and I know, you know, we go back, we are home to this day, but right now, like your consistency has been the most thing that I've paid attention to, and what's made me an even bigger fan of you to this day is because of your consistency. And you know how the music industry is, even if it's big to local, like being consistent is a big part of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I would say, what got you in the mindset, or what made you feel like, you know, consistency or being consistent as far as dropping projects or dropping content? What got you in the mindset of doing that, or doing that early in the beginning stage?
I think dropping content and everything important because you got to show people something. You know what I mean? You just can't show the music part. You got to show them the visual out. You know, you got to show them the visuals, videos, the blogs, everything. Like, we all in one.
Yeah.
You know, so when I make music, I'm thinking about a video for it at the same time. Yeah. You know, so just in case I can hit tabs up, like, bro, we can go back and shoot the video. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's how I basically, you know, do that type of process. So, yeah, man, like, we do it that way, then we can keep expanding, staying consistent. but at the same time keep going back and people can reminisce.
Yeah, facts. That's a fact.
Drop a tape, and then a couple months later drop a visual for it.
Yeah.
Keep recording music. You can't fall behind.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You're right.
You get what I'm saying? So I always got music in the vault.
And I feel like honestly, bro, it's not me just saying this. I feel like every track, every project that you drop, it's like you kind of just stacking it on top. It's like you putting it on top of another one. You feel me? Like, and you know, staying in that. I guess how going through the process and seeing from, you know, you dropping music in high school and doing stuff like that, and on to now, the lane that you're in as far as how your music sounds, the content that you're talking about, what got you to that point of what you talk about on your music now from then?
Basically just my experiences in life, man, like, you know, stuff I've been through, and the old heads teaching me game. Like, when I started, like, recording music, you know, it was more on some, basically, I was young, so, you know, my growth went in depth as I got older, and I started, like, learning about investing and doing stuff like that. Like, I'm just gonna only do what I talk about, you know, so I talk about investing and shit like that because I want to put, whoever don't know, I want to put them on game too, because it's out there, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's a lot of knowledge out there you can gain, bro. Like, for real, you just gotta pick a corner and then hit that corner, and next week go to that corner right there and learn. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's gonna keep refreshing because something new gonna keep coming. So that's basically what I do, bro. Like, do it that way.
Weird, cause like I said, I was just saying before, like your music does make a nigga wanna, you know, go look for some property. You feel me? Go look for the stock. You know, read the stock market. What's going on? That's exactly. Your music make you wanna do that.
For sure.
And
like, it ain't no conscious stuff. Like, it's still on some everyday what we do. Like,
you feel me?
We still slide out with the juice and do all that. But at the same time, on the business shit, we do invest. You feel me? So that should be a part of something y'all should know.
Work
you
hard,
know,
play hard.
We invest. We do our thing, you know.
Trapp got that legal hustle music.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Got that legal hustle music.
That's
so this for the music.
That's spot on,
hey,
bro.
this for the music, bro.
Your shit
Niggas who done got in trouble already.
Okay.
They trying to find a way to do it the
Your
legal
shit.
way.
Your
Or
shit
it might be a nigga in the game.
Yeah.
And he trying to get out. And he might be like, oh, this nigga doing stop. I got 200K. I'm about to put this shit in the stop.
Your shit make a nigga want to take the dope money and look for some property or something. You feel me? Yeah, but make a nigga want to take the scam money and look for some stocks or something.
And they might know about the stuff I'm talking about, but it might be some terminology I'm speaking. They might be like, damn, I ain't know nothing about that. Or they might be like, damn, my homeboy told me about that, and he just spoke on that on the track.
Thanks.
You feel me? And then he done put his mind and time to put it on the track. So this shit really serious to him. Like, it's important.
Yeah, and I personally, bro, even though, you know, I'm your homeboy, so I go a little bit deeper than that, but just off listening to your music alone, shit, I went and got there, you know, researched into stocks. Like, I didn't get too well versed into it because I just didn't know until fucking with you and, you know, listening to what you doing and seeing, like, for myself what's going on. You feel me?
And that's how it was too, man. Like, I used to work at McDonald's, and I was close with the owner to the day, and he the one that put me on stocks. He's like, you need to get on stocks, and I'm looking at the shit like, I don't understand this shit. Yeah. So he sat down with me, tried to put me on some game. He like, no, I done showed you somehow.
So, not to cut you off, bro. So I definitely remember you working at the Mickey D's back in high school. You did, you feel me?
Yeah,
so you telling me basically you working at Mickey D's and, you know, putting in the work that you did there. Mm-hmm. As far as like you got in, so you mean you got in contact with the owner of the Mickey D's that you worked at?
Yeah, franchise owner. A franchise owner.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, we got trips and everything. Like, we close, bro. Like, he ain't got kids, so he looked at me like one of his kids.
Oh, okay, word. So, I guess what made you like make that step? Cause I mean, I know it's niggas work at Mickey D. We can find 1,000 niggas that work at Mickey D's, right?
Yeah.
And none of them can probably possibly say that they never talk to the owner. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I guess what opportunity presented itself for you to do that, for you to even get close with them?
Well, basically he was just seeing my hard work because the McDonald's I worked at, like it, you know, it
Washington
was
Street,
kinda-
right?
Yeah, you know how it is over there.
Alright, you know how I know.
So
You feel me?
he understood, like, you know, that I was trying to avoid, you know, that type of thing. So
Yeah.
he would come through, like he would pull up like these everyday owners, like they come through every day, like check on the stores. You feel what I'm saying?
Word.
Like, and that's how you supposed to do it. So be on your business ASAP. You feel me? So he's come through, you know, like pull me to the spot like 10 minutes, speed game. So how I got into the stops, like we used to have bonuses, and I was a manager at the time. So instead of me getting cash bonuses, he's like, man, you really need to get on these stops because, you know, I am a franchise and I know this is going to increase.
Facts.
And at the time,
Give
it was
you
like,
sauce.
yeah, it was like September 2015. I think I bought it like 97 a share. And the reason I got it is he basically forced me. He was like, you really need to get into it. So I ain't gonna need the cash. I'm gonna do it like a share stock purchase.
But
You know,
basically,
for my bonus.
look, he put you on.
So I really ain't understand it, but really he ain't doing it. Like it ain't on my paycheck.
Yeah.
So that bonus, like he put it in stock. So
Put it
he
in
set
stock.
me up. Like we went like Fidelity across the street. He went over there, set me up for the account and everything, bro. Like set me up for that. So I had my first stop with McDonald's because of course McDonald's close to the franchise on it. So
Yeah,
that basically got me into it, and he was just like, you need to keep this, don't sell it. Don't never sell it. You feel me? Like the first 2 years, like I have to show him my account, like let him know I ain't sell the shit.
Yeah.
Because it was going up. Like I bought it like $97 a share, like September 2015, and you can check it now. You feel me? So he was like, don't never sell this. This is gonna be like an Apple or Google type shit. So that made me like, damn, this shit. Like you check it now, it's like, damn, you see the progress. So that's consistent, bro, because they always trying to find another way to increase their revenue.
Yeah.
Satisfy their shareholders. So that shit basically inspired me because it was a way from where I come from, it was different. Like there wasn't nobody in the hood talking about
that shit,
buying stocks and shit.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But it's just you gotta branch out. Like you gotta branch out to different places to get knowledge.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Everybody wants you to buy a block, not a stock. You feel me?
So that was the reason I got into stocks, bro. Like, you feel me? It was him, and I appreciate him for sure because he knew what I had going on, and he was just like, yeah, I see potential in you. To this day, like I pulled up on him a couple days ago.
Drop top vet, now she feeling the breeze. I like nice things, so I gotta get a check. Sipping no more wet, about to hit the boat deck. New whip, baby girl, checking